This is a cistern. It's basically a big water tank that filters and stores rainwater. The University of Georgia's Office of Sustainability says that there are more than 15 cisterns on UGA's campus. Altogether, they hold 530,000 gallons of water. Some of them are above the ground, like this one, but most of them are under the ground beneath your feet. To get a better idea of how cisterns work, let's hear from Georgia Water Tanks founder Richard Hansen at his warehouse in Stone Mountain, Georgia.
I'm Richard Hansen with Georgia Water Tanks. These are a few of the tanks that we keep in our warehouse. This one is a small 300 gallon. It's made of metal. It's very pretty. These are the ones that would be placed in areas where people can see them. Some people like the look of them. The 300 gallon, the 500 gallon are good sizes for rainwater collection for community gardens. About 500 gallons worth of collection would be good for about a 500 square foot container garden or community garden or square foot garden. The bigger one you see over here, 2,500 gallon, is suitable. Maybe 2 or 3 of these would be good for rainwater collection if somebody wants to go off the grid and use rainwater as their only source of drinking water. There we need more water because we're using it for more purposes, and we need some redundancy and some resiliency for times of drought. The ones you see behind are also about the same size in terms of capacity, but these are underground tanks that we'll put 2 or 3 of them together, and we'll use them for, typically we collect rainwater in those and we use them for watering the lawn and that sort of thing. All these tanks, as you can see, block the light, and that's a very important part of rainwater collection. All right, so the inside of this tank, you see there's a epoxy lining. This one is used to waterproof the tank. The other poly plastic tanks obviously are waterproof themselves, and some others have a separate liner. It's white because it helps, it's coated with an algicide that helps keep the water clean. We also will put, before you finish with this, we'll put piping connections at the top and the bottom for overflow and inlet. Another one at the bottom for the discharge from the pump.
Here's a real-world example of what Hansen just explained. This is the filtration system for the Founders Memorial Garden cistern at UGA. The filter removes dirt and leaves from the rainwater coming from the gutters on the roof. Now you're on top of the cistern. The water flows from the filter through the pipe. Then it passes through a screen filter before it goes into the cistern. This particular cistern can hold 620 gallons of rainwater. It's used to help water this garden during droughts. Outdoor watering is restricted during a drought, but there are no limits on rainwater usage during a shortage. This cistern also serves as an extra water source throughout the year. The small red pump helps the water reach the areas that need it most. The cisterns on UGA's campus are used for watering the grounds, like gardens and athletic fields, as well as flushing toilets. The water isn't clean enough to be used in a sink, but it's treated, so it can meet other water needs on campus, whether it be because of a drought or just a normal day.